seeking his kingdom and his righteousness is not standing up there and judging, but really walking with one another. Why does he want us to walk with one another? Verse 3. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when all the time there is a plank in your own eye? Now I'll just ask you this. This is for a pretty fancy Greek word here. So what do you think sawdust means? The original Greek means sawdust. And so he's talking. How many of you had sawdust in the eye? Okay, yeah. I know they give you goggles, but they're just for looks. And it's pretty insignificant. It's small, but it gets in the eye, and it's a terrible irritant, isn't it? You don't willingly go put sawdust in your eyes, but it happens. Well, it's kind of maybe figuratively saying, let's say there's some sawdust in your eyes. It means there's what? Maybe a flaw. Maybe there's an oops in your life. Maybe you have a personality trait that needs to be worked on a little bit. But you got something that irritates. Okay. And too often, I just want to say, too often when we have somebody has a little irritant, whether it's sin, whether it's a personality flaw, whether it's a quirk, whatever, we want to be superheroes and fix them. And so we put on our superhero hat. There we go. I just want you to know I got the padded kind because I need to protect my head. But you can get these in all sizes. I chose cedar. Okay. Jesus is saying, hey, you got a personality flaw. Let me help you. I am Super Todd. And I'm going to fix you because, see, I have no issues in my life. Isn't it pretty stupid to be walking around offering a lot of advice how to get a speck out of your eye when you got this honking thing sticking out? Does this just look dumb? Yes, it does. And yet, how many times we go around fixing people looking exactly like this? So what is your plank? Let's be honest that we all have stuff in our life that blinds us. We have to be honest, because if you're not honest, you're going to be standing up there. So if we're going to at least be honest, do you have an issue with judging? Well, maybe. Do you have a little problem with sticky fingers? Well, maybe you steal a little bit. Maybe you steal from God. Maybe you don't. You got a little adultery issue? Oh. Well, let's put that one on the backside. We don't want anybody to hear that one. Got an anger issue? Oh. Now, we don't want that one to come out too often. We'll just say we're praying about it. We got some hatred? Oh. We don't want that one. That's a back over here, too, because we don't want... That's a bad word these days. Lust. Well, that's not our issue. That's the women's problem. So we'll make sure that's right there. We got an idolatry issue? No, I just serve Jesus, and Jesus has filled me with all kinds of good things, and don't you dare tell me about selling my cars or giving up my checking account or whatever. That's mine. You got abuse going on? Well, not me really, but stuff in the past. Do I like to lie? No, only when I have to protect myself and other people are trying to hurt me. How about coveting? Oh, I don't covet anything because I buy everything I want myself because God's blessed me with everything. Sexual immorality? Oh, I have no problem with that as long as they say yes to me. So I got my little hat on here, put in my other eye now. Now I can't really see. So let's be honest and deal with all the issues that I have going on in my life, and I'm going to help get that little speck of dust out of yours, right? It's stupid. And Jesus says that's why you stay off up there. Because you got a big honking plank sticking out of your own eye, your own sin. And when he says you need to take the plank out of your own eye, we need to start dealing with our own sin. Because you know what? It's much easier to put this baby on and start pointing at who has a problem. That way you don't have to worry about our problems. Look at Pastor Todd. He was helping somebody. What a wonderful guy. But he's a lying, cheating, lust sets everybody. But that doesn't care. He was helping that other guy. You see, in the kingdom, we're honest with ourselves and with God and with others. You see, in those who are not part of the kingdom, they try to hide this. They may even try to make this as a virtue. But it's a plank. It blinds you. It's a log in the eye. You can't see. And when you can't see very clearly, you stand up there and you start condemning. Because, see, I didn't do any of those things. I did a lot of other things, but not those things, so you rotten person. Jesus said, we of the kingdom are very aware of the plank that's in our own eye. You hypocrite. First take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. What's in yours?